Hello and welcome to another brand new edition of Colors of India, your weekly cultural diary on Rajya Sabha TV. I am Tina Jha with all the cultural updates from the national capital in the week gone by. Let's begin with the highlights of all that we've got for you in today's episode. First up, the natural landscapes of picturesque Tawang through the eyes of a painter. Next, a piano recital by Anuvrat Chaudhary. And a theatrical adaptation of Mahesh Bhatt's classic Hindi film, Daddy. Tawang in Arunachal Pradesh is one of the most beautiful places in India. The breathtaking landscape of towering hills, frozen lakes and waterfalls. The vision is truly spectacular. Artist Nitika Dev brought to Delhi this pristine and untouched beauty of Tawang through her paintings. Her solo exhibition was held recently at the All India Fine Arts and Crafts Society. The beautiful town of Tawang induces images of grand mountain views, snow-clad peaks, picturesque villages, thunderous waterfalls, serene lakes and mystic gompas. Artist Nitika Dev depicted this panoramic beauty of the tiny town on canvas. She displayed the pristine, untouched beauty of the picturesque town and displayed her works at the exhibition Tawang, the Hidden Paradise. The solo exhibition was held at the All India Fine Arts and Crafts Society.
Art is something that has always been a constant in my life. There were phases of life when I was thinking what to study, what to do, but art has always been a constant part. Like I've never left painting. So the journey has been quite good, and it's not like I had to put something extra in it. It's something that just comes naturally to me.
Nitika's works depicted the unparalleled beauty of Arunachal Pradesh. A visual treat, her work brought to Delhi the serenity of Tawang.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है कि जो आर्टिस्ट उस क्षेत्र में रहा और उसने उसकी पूरे अपने एक्सपीरियंस को यहाँ पर चित्र पे उतारा, तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। और ऐसे ही मैं चाहता हूँ कि पूरे देश के जो भी हमारे उभरते हुए आर्टिस्ट हैं वो ऐसे अपनी छुपी हुई प्रतिभाएं उनको आगे आना चाहिए और प्रतिभा दिखाना चाहिए।
Nitika Dev is an untrained painter. Her husband Abhishek Dev, who served as the Deputy Commissioner of Tawang from 2013 to 15, inspired her to reflect the beauty of Tawang through her paintings.
My inspiration was being there, and of course I was with my husband when he was writing the book also. So he's into photography. The pictures he's taken of Tawang are commendable, and once we got back to Delhi, that's when I decided I want to paint Tawang on canvas.
You need a lot of patience while doing painting, because many times you don't like the expression or your stroke, and you have to then redo the entire thing. And sometimes this painting, for example, Bloom, she took nearly 2 months in making it. And even this Borsam one, she did it once again because she didn't like the final output. So it was a bit frustrating, but hats off to her that she showed a lot of patience in doing that.
Nitika Dev's paintings replicate the rich cultural heritage and colors of Tawang.
Tawang, it's one of the very beautiful places in India, and the culture is very unique. People are very peace-loving, and in fact, by putting up this painting, it has done this wonderful thing by projecting here in the capital city. People have come to know about Tawang through her painting.
The pristine, untouched beauty of Tawang and the vibrant culture of Monpas, the ethnic tribe of the region, compelled Nitika to capture her surrounds on canvas. The amazing paintings at the exhibition were inspired by the artist's 3-year stay in Tawang. Through her work, artist Nitika Dev tried to give the viewers an in-depth essence of the ethereal town in Arunachal. We hope you liked her work. With that, time for us to slip into a very short break. Lots more coming up on the other side. Don't go anywhere. When we return, we take you to a piano recital. Welcome back. Let's now take you to a solo piano recital by a promising and talented youngster, Anuvrat Chaudhary. The Delhi-based pianist has been awarded a distinction in the Associate's Diploma examination by the Trinity College of London. Anuvrat Chaudhary created magic on stage as he began the piano concert with Franz Schubert's Opus 90. The repertoire showcased the piano as being the core of Western art music through centuries, the medium which great pianists like Bach, Beethoven, Mozart and Chopin used for their most profound and expressive compositions. In the 90-minute-long concert, Anuvrat Chaudhary played multiple pieces, including Scarlatti Sonata in F minor, Nocturne in A major and B flat minor. The repertoire showcased the piano as being the core of Western art music through centuries, the medium which great pianists like Bach, Beethoven, Mozart and Chopin used for their most profound and expressive compositions.
I really enjoyed the concert a lot. I feel that it covers a wide range of musicians and composers from across the ages. And moreover, I think that especially the last piece was played with a lot of delicacy, and he managed to get all the finer points of the piano movements. Like for example, the trills where you have to, multiple times you have to move your fingers, and like even the finer parts and the modulation of the sound. He was able to do all of that really well.
Before this, Anuvrat Chaudhary had also performed at the Tata Theatre in Mumbai. The Delhi-based pianist was also awarded a distinction in the Licentiate Diploma examination by Trinity College of London.
pianist myself, I feel his technique on the piano, how he goes loud and soft and how lightly he can play is quite astonishing, and it takes years of practice. And every time I've heard him play, it's new, it's fresh, even though it may be the same piece, but he always interprets it in a different way.
Anuvrat Chaudhary's passion for music began at a very early age. He impressed everyone present with his brilliant command and mastery over the instrument. The concert was a musical treat for those who love music, especially from the Romantic period and Frédéric Chopin's works in particular. The complex works by some of the greatest composers of Western classical music were brought to life by deft fingers of the young pianist who's been playing Chopin, Beethoven and Schubert for at least a decade. And he wants to follow his dream of becoming a concert pianist. We too want him to pursue his dream and reach greater heights. On that note, we'll slip into another quick break. Still more to come on the show. Do stay with us. On the other side of the break, a stage play based on Mahesh Bhatt's film Daddy. Welcome back once again. Most of us have seen movies inspired by literature and theatre plays. But can cinema inspire theatre? Well, our next story proves so. One such play, Daddy, based on Mahesh Bhatt's eponymous film Daddy, was staged in Delhi recently. The play tells the story of a princess and her father and how her courage breaks an evil spell.
मैं यहाँ सिर्फ अपनी बेटी पूजा के लिए आया हूँ, ये साबित करने के लिए कि उसकी कोशिशें बेकार नहीं गई। आए ना मुझसे मेरी पहले सी सूरत मांगे, आए ना मुझसे मेरी पहले सी सूरत मांगे, मेरे अपने मेरे होने की निशानी मांगे।
It was the year 1989 when Mahesh Bhatt's critically acclaimed film Daddy was released. The film marked his daughter Pooja Bhatt's acting debut.
आए ना मुझसे मेरी पहले सी सूरत मांगे, मेरे अपने मेरे होने की निशानी।
29 years later, the film was adapted on stage, evoking a spectrum of emotions.
पहले सी सूरत मांगे।
जी मैं निखिल, न्यू इंडिया टाइम्स का रिपोर्टर, और ये है पूजा, श्रीकांता प्रसाद जी की नवासी।
भाई क्या कर सकता हूँ आपकी?
जी मैं जमानत देने आई हूँ उस आदमी।
इसने तो आप पर हमला किया है?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, हमला नहीं किया उन्होंने।
आपके नाना जी का कहना है कि ये इंसान।
भूल जाइए कि वो क्या कहते हैं, मैं कह रही हूँ उन्होंने कोई हमला नहीं किया। अच्छा बताइए कैसे जाने देंगे आप?
आम तौर पर तो हम किसी रिश्तेदार की जमानत ही कबूल करते हैं, तो अगर आप इनके किसी रिश्तेदार को जमानत के लिए राजी कर लें तो हम इन्हें छोड़ सकते हैं।
जी मैं रिश्तेदार हूँ।
क्या लगता क्या है आपका?
ये आदमी मेरा बाप है।
The theatrical adaptation depicted the story of a daughter and her father and how her courage broke an evil spell to make happily ever after possible for them.
Thank you so much मेरी बेटी।
मिस्टर आनंद सलीम, फिर कभी मुझे अपनी बेटी मत कहना। 17 सालों बाद एक आदमी मेरी जिंदगी में आता है और मुझसे कहते हैं कि तुम मेरी बेटी हो। इससे मैंने कहा था तुम पहले कोई मेरी याद नहीं आई क्यों? मैं मर चुकी थी, तुम मर चुके थे। मैं अपने अंदर झांकती हूं तो कोई ऐसी भावना नहीं पाती कि मैं अपना बाप कहूं। क्या अधिकार है तुम्हारा इस तरह से मेरी जिंदगी में आने वाले से तबाह करने का? क्या लगते क्या तुम्हें?
It is any child's dream to see his or her father as the Superman. You know, most of us perceive our dad or our father to be the Superman. And, you know, when he realizes that, you know, Pooja wants him to come back to limelight and stand again on his foot, then the story begins, the struggle begins, and how it is all done, you know, has been portrayed in a very meaningful and relevant way.
मेरे को याद है जब मैंने ये कैरेक्टर किया था, हमने ये किया रांची के अंदर, हमने किया था अबाउट 15 दिन पहले, तो महेश भट्ट साहब ने कहा था कि जो आप ये किरदार निभा रहे हैं एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट किरदार है, और जिसने किरदार निभाया एक बहुत ही मशहूर कलाकार थे जिन्होंने कैरेक्टर निभाया, अपने ज़माने के बहुत ही मतलब माने हुए कलाकार थे, तो आप उसका कैरेक्टर निभा रहे हैं, तो सारा का सारा दारोमदार पूरे प्ले का आपके ऊपर है। मैं कभी नहीं घबराया स्टेज पे जाते, लेकिन उनकी बात से मैं घबरा गया कि क्या होगा, लेकिन मतलब जो है मैं कर गया, उसको पता नहीं मैं कैसे कर गया, और भट्ट साहब ने मेरे को बोला तुमने आग लगा दी है थिएटर उसमें स्टेज के ऊपर।
सुबह आपकी शराब से शुरू होती है।
हाँ, मैं सुबह उठ के शराब पीता हूँ, क्या करूँ, इसके बिना रह भी नहीं सकता।
बिल्कुल एक अपाहिज की तरह। एहसासियों से नफरत भी करते हो और उनके बगैर चल भी नहीं सकते।
अगर मुझे सहारा मिले तो मैं वैसा क्या।
With their exceptional performance and impeccable timing, the artists brought back memories of the 1989 film. Bhatt's protege Imran Zahid played the lead role in the drama. He said portraying a character from one of Mahesh Bhatt's film was a dream come true.
और तुम्हारी माँ के चले जाने के बाद जब मैं तुम्हें अदालत में हार गया तो मुझे लगा कि मेरी दुनिया खत्म हो गई, मगर आज जब मैं सोचता हूँ तो मुझे लगता है जो हुआ शायद बहुत अच्छा हुआ। मैं चाह करके भी तुम्हारी ऐसी मदद।
मिस्टर आनंद सरीन, मुझे आपका कर्ज चुकाना, बेटी होने के नाते नहीं, इंसान होने के नाते। आपने कभी मेरी जान बचाई थी, बस अब मेरा फर्ज है। और वैसे भी मेरी माँ ने अपनी डायरी में लिखा था कि तुम्हारा ख्याल आओ मुझे मेरे नाना के घर से ले जाओ।
जब हमने पहली दफ़ा फिल्म का एडेप्टेशन किया था 2014 में, उस वक्त मैं सिर्फ आनंद सरीन का जो बाद वाला किरदार है वो निभाया मैंने, लेकिन अभी जो नए सिरे से बनाया है इसमें मैं पुराना किरदार भी निभाता हूँ और यंग आनंद सरीन भी निभाता हूँ। तो ये मेरे ज़्यादा बेहतर चैलेंजेस हैं कि अलग अलग कलर्स, अलग अलग फ्लेवर्स आपको मिलते हैं प्ले करने के लिए। जो जवानी में था वो एक अलग उसका एक शख्सियत थी, वो एक कामयाब शख्सियत था। जो बाद का आनंद सरीन है वो डूबा तबाह बर्बाद है। तो एक एक्टर के लिए बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज होता है कि आप स्टेज पर एक ही साथ एक फ्लो में आप उसको कर रहे होते हैं।
ये जो प्ले है ये मैं फिल्मों में जैसे मैंने काम किया, मैंने राग देश किया था, उसमें मैंने एक आर्मी ऑफिसर की भूमिका निभाई थी। ये जो ये कैरेक्टर था इसका ग्राफ बिल्कुल अलग था, मतलब एकदम लोअर स्टेटस होता है, फिर बीच में ये बार खोलता है, बहुत पैसे वाला आदमी होता है, फिर ये अपने साहब को सपोर्ट करता है। यूजुअली ऐसा होता नहीं है, जब भी हमें जो सपोर्ट किया होता है हम जब आगे चले जाते हैं तो फिर हम उनको भूल जाते हैं। लेकिन ये जो किरदार है इसमें ये जब पैसे वाला होता है तो ये अपना बार बंद कर देता है अपने साहब को सपोर्ट करने के लिए, तो ये मुझे बहुत टची लगा।
अब समझ में आया, मेरी पीठ पीछे मेरे अपने मेरे ही घर में क्या कर रहे हैं। हाँ, तो तुम इस आदमी से छुप छुप कर मिलती रही हो, क्या कहना चाहती हो पूजा?
मैं इन्हें यहाँ आपसे मिलाने के लिए लेकर आई, बाकी ये आपको बताएंगे इन्हें क्या चाहिए।
इस आदमी के बारे में तुम्हारी बदलती राय वजह जान सकता हूँ?
Imran Zahid, who played Anupam Kher's role, left no stone unturned in playing his character well. His impeccable expressions and dialogues won the hearts of the audience.
जिंदगी दे रही है और मैं मौत दूंगा। लानत है मुझे से बाप पे, इसकी कोई गैरत नहीं है। तेरा दोस्त मुझे घर ले गया और मैं उसके पैसे चुरा चुरा के शराब पी रहा हूँ। लानत है मुझ पे, लानत है मुझ पे, लानत है, लानत है मुझे से बाप पे।
बट तुम्हारे नाना सही कहते हैं, मुझे भी तुम्हारे पापा की वापसी की कोई सूरत नजर नहीं आती। सो जा रे, डरे तेरे जागी तो सो जा रे, घर की पूजिया रे, सो जा रे।
Some of the famous songs from the film sung by Talat Aziz were also used in the play. The play beautifully emphasized the true relationship between a father and a daughter. The show turned out to be an enriching theatrical experience as all characters interacted effortlessly as though they were real. And time now for our weekly cultural calendar, where we tell you all about the upcoming cultural events in your city. In Bengaluru, a live concert by Dr. S.P. Balasubramaniam will be held at the Orion Mall, Brigade Gateway on the 21st of July at 6 p.m. In Mumbai, a Hindi play Epic Gadbad will be staged at the Prithvi Theatre, Juhu Church Road at 9 p.m. on the 19th of July. In neighbouring Pune, an event, Sound of Roots, is scheduled to be held at Pandit Bhimsen Joshi Kala Mandir, Aundgaon at 6 p.m. on the 21st of July. In the east, in Kolkata, a Bengali play, Jagania Mritajun, will be held at Minerva Theatre, Beniatola at 6:30 p.m. on the 20th of July. Down south in Bengaluru, Chitra, A Tale of Love, will be held at Ranga Shankara, JP Nagar at 7:30 p.m. on the 17th of July. In Hyderabad, the Hindi play Dear Zindagi will be staged at Lamakan, Banjara Hills at 7:30 p.m. on the 21st of July. You can also send us details of upcoming events in your city. You can write to us on sabrang.rstv@gmail.com. You can also watch our episodes online on YouTube and Twitter and leave your valuable feedback and suggestions. We'll be back same time next week with more on the cultural front. Until then, take good care of yourself. It's a goodbye from the entire team.